Today I am going to discuss problem 3.5. It goes like this. A refrigerated truck is traveling on a highway at a speed of 80 km per hour in a desert area where the ambient temperature is 70 degrees Celsius. The body of the truck is considered to be a rectangular box, 3 meter wide, 2 meter high and 4.5 meter long. The heat transfer from front and back side of the box is neglected. Assume no separation of air stream from the surface and consider boundary layer as turbulent over the entire length. Heat transfer coefficient may be same for all sides and the surface temperature is 10 degrees Celsius. So calculate heat loss from the four surfaces, tonnage of refrigeration unit. Here one relationship is given between 1 ton of refrigeration is equal to 211 kilojoule per minute of heat removed or equal to 3.5 kilowatt. And point number 3, power required to overcome the resistance on four surfaces. Okay, so let us solve this numerically. So let us first draw the schematic of this problem. So figure 1 represented the refrigerated truck. You might have come across one such truck where this box is purely refrigerated. Okay, and it is used to carry some perishable items like milk or dairy products or any other food stuff which during transportation may get perished or spoiled due to heating. Okay, and one such truck is traveling in a desert area where temperature is 70 degrees Celsius. So figure 2 represents the schematic of the airflow and heat transfer over such truck. So I will be considering only the backside of this truck, which is considered as a rectangular box. So I have drawn one such rectangular box whose length is L, width is W and height is H. And while this truck is moving in the desert area, having its ambient temperature and surrounding fluid as air, having mean frame stream velocity U infinity, its temperature T infinity, and convective heat transfer coefficient H. Let the temperature of all the four surfaces of this refrigerated truck is represented by Ts. So since truck is refrigerated, obviously its temperature will be lesser than the surrounding atmosphere. So heat transfer will take place from surrounding fluid into the body of the truck from all four sides, isn't it? This one, this one, this one and this side. Now in the problem it is mentioned heat transfer or heat transfer from the atmosphere into the refrigerated truck from this front and back surface is neglected. Though we can consider, but the problem is asking you to neglect. Otherwise heat transfer will also take place from these two surfaces as well. Okay. So this is the required schematic. Now when the air with temperature T infinity and velocity u infinity is flowing over this truck body, there will be development of velocity boundary layer and thermal boundary layer on the truck surface. So figure 3 represents boundary layer development on the truck surface because of difference of velocity and difference of temperature between truck surface and the desert air. So this way I can completely draw the schematic of the airflow and heat transfer and boundary layer development on the truck surface. In exam, you can omit this diagram. This I have drawn just for your understanding purpose. So figure 2 and figure 3 you are supposed to draw in the examination for better clarity. Okay. Now after drawing the schematic, let us enlist all the given things. So if you go through the problem statement, the temperature of the air is given as 70 degrees Celsius, ambient temperature, isn't it? And temperature of the truck body is 10 degrees Celsius. All the 4 surfaces will be at uniform temperature of 10 degrees Celsius. And the dimensions of the trucks are given: 3 meter wide, 2 meter high, and 4.5 meter long. Okay. So all these things I have enlisted. Surrounding temperature T infinity is equal to 70 degrees Celsius. Truck body temperature Ts is equal to 10 degrees Celsius. Length of the truck as 4.5 meter. Width as 3 meter. Height as 2 meter. Free stream velocity of the air as 80 km per hour. I have converted into meter per second as 22.22 meter per second. And 1 tonnage of refrigeration, it is given as 1 TR is equal to 3.5 kilowatt. It is the same ton which you refer in air conditioners. Like we say air conditioner is of 1 ton, 2 ton. So that means 1 TR or 1 tonnage of refrigeration or 2 tonnage of refrigeration. And what does it mean? It will remove, if it is 1 ton of refrigerator or 1 ton of refrigerator or 1 ton of air conditioner, it will remove 3.5 kilojoule of heat per second. That is the meaning of that 1 ton of refrigeration. Okay. Now after enlisting all the given things, step number 3 is assumptions. So assumption number 1, one-dimensional steady state heat transfer. Assumption number 2, no heat transfer due to radiation. Assumption number 3, properties of the fluid, which is desert air in this case, are constant. Assumption number 4, air can be considered as an ideal gas. So all the gas laws and related relations can be used as and when required. Assumption number 5 from the problem itself. All the 4 surfaces of the truck are at same and constant temperature. And what is that temperature? T infinity, Ts, that is 10 degrees Celsius. This is the problem specific assumptions. Otherwise, all 4 assumptions will be common in force convection problem. Another assumption you need to take in this problem is this. This is very important assumption because later on you can get confused why we did not consider the heat transfer from the front and back surface. So the problem is asking you to neglect this. This is one assumption. And the boundary layer is turbulent over the entire length. So you have been asked to assume this. So heat transfer from front and back surface of the truck are neglected. And assumption number 7, turbulent flow over the entire surface of the truck. Okay. So these are the 7 assumptions. Out of these 7 assumptions, 5, 6, 7 are problem specific assumptions and 1, 2, 3, 4 are general assumptions. Okay. Then step number 4, you need to identify reference temperature. So as you can see here, the flow is taking place over the surface of the truck. So given flow is external flow. And hence taking mean film temperature as reference temperature. And how can I calculate reference temperature? You better know. Reference temperature can be calculated as Ts plus T infinity by 2, and it is represented by T suffix F. So Ts is 10 degrees Celsius and T infinity is 70. So this will be 40 degrees Celsius. step number 4. Then step number 5, thermophysical properties. So we need to find out, or we need to obtain thermophysical properties of air at mean film temperature of 40 degrees Celsius. So at TF is equal to 40 degrees Celsius, from heat transfer data book by C.P. Kothandaraman. And what is that page number? And these thermophysical properties will be for air. Page number 34 for air. So let us find out these thermophysical properties. So for that you need to refer data book. So I am sharing my data book soft copy. So this is page number 34. You are requested to refer page number 34. After getting page number 34, that is this properties value of gases at 1 atmospheric pressure. Now once again, one more point please keep in mind. When the truck is traveling in a desert area, obviously the pressure will be 1 atmospheric pressure. That is why I can take all these thermophysical properties from this table at page number 34. So while scrolling down, if you scroll down, you will get for dry air the thermophysical properties at 40 degrees Celsius. So these are the thermophysical properties of dry air at 40 degrees Celsius. Okay. So rho is 1.128, mu is 19.12 into 10 to power minus 6, nu is 16.96 into 10 to power minus 6. This is thermal diffusivity 24.306 into 10 to power minus 6. Prandtl number is 0.699. Cp is 1005 joule per kg per Kelvin, and thermal conductivity is 0.02756. So we need to write down all these thermophysical properties for air at mean film temperature of 40 degrees Celsius. I hope all of you have got these values. Once again, page number 34. It may vary from data book to data book, but the heading will be property values of gases at 1 atmospheric pressure. And from that table, for dry air at 40 degrees Celsius, obtained all these properties. Okay. Now once again, let us go back to our OneNote screen. So let us enlist all those thermophysical properties. So this is very important. You always write this thing in your notebook. So rho value is 1.128 kg per meter cube. Mu value is 19.12 into 10 to power minus 6 Newton second per meter square. Nu value is 16.96 into 10 to power minus 6 meter square per second. C value is Cp or C value 1005 joule per kg per Kelvin, and thermal conductivity of air as a fluid is 0.02756 watt per meter Kelvin. So I could sum up all these thermophysical properties. Then step number 6 is to identify boundary conditions. So since the temperature of the surface, that struck surface, is clearly given, so the boundary condition is constant wall temperature. Then nature of flow, that is whether flow of air flowing over the truck body is laminar or turbulent. So I will be calculating Re suffix L. What is the meaning of this suffix L? When a flow of fluid takes place over a surface along the linear dimension, the Reynolds number is represented by Re suffix L. Okay, so this can be given as rho into U infinity into LC over mu, or I can also write it as U infinity into LC over nu. Okay, where LC is characteristics length and this will be equal to L. So why I am taking L? Let us get back to the schematic. So as you can see here, the airflow is taking place over the truck surface along the length of the truck body, as you can see here. So characteristics length will be L here. Okay. Okay. So LC will be L. Therefore, I can calculate now Reynolds number. U infinity is 22.22. LC is 4.5. And the value of nu is 16.96 into 10 to power minus 6. So the value of Reynolds number for desert air flowing over the truck surface is 5.89 into 10 to power 6. Now we have the value of critical Reynolds number. Up to this Reynolds number, flow will be laminar. Okay. So because Reynolds number calculated is more than the critical Reynolds number 5 into 10 to power 5, flow of air will be turbulent flow. Now, whenever the Reynolds number is greater than 5 to 10 to power 5, there are always two possibilities. As we have discussed in the previous problem, the flow can be combination of laminar and turbulent flow, or it can be purely turbulent flow. So those two possibilities are valid here also. But in the problem it is mentioned itself, the flow is turbulent flow over the entire length of the truck body. That is why I am considering the entire flow as turbulent. Turbulent flow over the entire truck body. So that way I can find out. Okay. Now let us find out the Nusselt number expression. Nusselt number expression, appropriate Nusselt number expression and its value. So once again, to find out the expression for Nusselt number, we have some conditions. One is, it is constant wall temperature boundary condition, and the flow is turbulent flow and external flow. So once again, let us refer data book. Now this time refer page number 113. So I hope all of you have got this page number 113 once again with the heading External Flow. Properties are to be evaluated unless otherwise stated at mean film temperature Ts plus T infinity by 2. So we have to select appropriate correlation of Nusselt number, and that is average Nusselt number. So if you go through this, 1 that is for flat plate, 1.0 is for laminar flow. So all these formula 1.1, 1.1.1, 1.1.2, 1.2, 1.2.1, 1.3. All these are applicable for laminar flow. Then move on to the subheading 1.4. Flat plate. This one. Flat plate turbulent flow. Okay. Now here we have to select appropriate correlation of Nusselt number. So what are the conditions with me? Fully turbulent flow and constant wall temperature. So this expression seems appropriate. Annual bar is equal to 0.037, RE 0.8 into Prandtl number raised 0.33. In order to check the other possibilities, let us move on. 1.4.2, it is for constant heat flux. 1.5 is for laminar turbulent combination of flow. 1.5.1 is also laminar turbulent combination. 1.5.2 laminar turbulent combination, constant wall temperature, whereas we have considered the turbulent flow over the entire length. And 1.5.3, 1.6 is for high speed flow. Ours is not high speed flow. And flow over cylinders. So this way all other possibilities are ruled out for the expressions, for the appropriate expression of Nusselt number. So this is page number 114 and equation 1.4.1. So this is the appropriate correlation of Nusselt number for our case. I hope all of you have got this expression, page number 114 and equation 1.4.1. Let us get back to our original calculation. Wait for a moment. Okay. So once again, from HT data book, page number 114 and equation 1.4.1, the expression for Nusselt number, particularly average Nusselt number, is 0.037 REL power 0.8 and Prandtl number power 0.33. Nusselt number can also be expressed as H bar into L over AF. 0.037. The value of REL is 5.89 into 10 to power 6 power 0.8 and Prandtl number is 0.069. I could not write the value of Prandtl number, and it is 0.697. So 0.697, 0.33, or H bar into 4.5 over 0.0276 is equal to this value comes out 855.1.41. So the value of H bar comes out 52.37 watt per meter square Kelvin. Okay. This way I can find out the appropriate correlation of Nusselt number and the value of average convective heat transfer coefficient. I hope all of you have got the same value. Oh, yes, it is 0.0699. Yes, Amir. You please put here the value as 0.0699. Here also you correct it. Is this okay? 52.56. Okay, I will correct it. 52.56. Thank you, Amaya, for being precise. I will go with 52.37. Okay. So all these general steps are over now. Now we can start calculating what it has been asked in the problem point wise. Okay. So the very first thing you have been asked to calculate it is heat transfer rate. So from Newton's law of cooling, Q can be given as H bar into total surface area of the truck into this temperature difference. We always take positive, that is higher minus lower. H bar is 52.37. You take your own value. Now for surface area. Now why I am taking H bar same for all the surfaces? Because in the problem it is mentioned convective heat transfer coefficient is same for all the surfaces. Let us get back to the problem. Do not assume this. Here, heat transfer coefficient may be same for all the slides. So whatever value of H bar you have calculated, 52.37 or 52.56, that is going to be same for all the four surfaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Top, bottom, right, left. Okay. And surface area. So surface area will be, there are two surfaces. As you can see here, there are two surfaces of L into H and there are two surfaces of L into W. Okay. So total surface area will be, let us generalize, let us write me H bar into twice into L into H and twice into L into W. This is the total surface area into T infinity minus Ts. Now put all the values. 52.37. I will take twice common. L is 4.5 into 2 plus 4.5 into 3. T infinity is 70. Ts is 10. So the heat transfer rate comes out 141,399 watt, or Q is equal to 141.399 kilowatt. Okay. Yes, it is mentioned. See, in the very beginning, Allah, I have discussed heat transfer from the desert area to the truck body in a real sense will be taking place from all the 6 surfaces: top, bottom, right, left, and front and back. But in the problem, it has mentioned to neglect the heat transfer rate from front and back. That is why I have not considered that surface area. If it is not mentioned in the problem, you can take, no issue. That area will be W into H, Allah. The area which we are going to neglect is W into H. Refer this diagram. The area which I am neglecting, this front and back. And what is the surface area? W into H. This I am not considering. L into W means this is the L. This is the W, and L into H means this is the L, this is the H. Got my point? Yes, thank you. Okay, so this is actually the rate of heat transfer from desert air into the truck body. So basically, the surrounding atmosphere is trying to heat the refrigerated truck. Now number 2. What is problem? Tonnage of refrigeration required. Now all of you have studied the working of refrigerator. Okay. What is refrigerator? This is the schematic of refrigerator. Okay. The purpose of refrigerator is to remove the heat from the body at a lower temperature. So here refrigerator will remove Q2 amount of heat from the source at temperature T2. Okay. Now what happens? Let's say some heat is entering into. Now why this refrigerator is removing heat Q2? So for example, let's say Q2 amount of heat is entering into this refrigerator. So when heat will be entering, T2 temperature will be also increasing. Addition of heat will always increase the temperature. But you want this T2 to always remain at T2. So what is the solution? If you can remove the heat from this body at the same rate at which the heat is leaking into this, there will be no accumulation of heat and the temperature of the body will always be at T2. That is something, the working of refrigerator. So in this problem, what is happening? When the refrigerated truck is flowing through the desert area, this much amount of heat is going to add or going to enter into the truck body. So in order to maintain the truck body temperature always at 10 degrees Celsius, the refrigeration plant inside the truck has to remove the heat at the same rate at which it is leaking into the truck body. So the capacity of that refrigeration plant should be how much? 141.399 kilowatt amount of heat is to be removed. So its cooling capacity will be of the refrigeration plant of the truck will be, you convert this into tonnage, so 141.399 kilowatt, and 1 kilowatt is how much TR? It is given in the problem. So 1 kilowatt will be divided by 3.5. So the capacity of the refrigeration plant or cooling coil inside the refrigerated truck will be 40.33 TR. So the truck refrigeration plant will have the capacity of 40.33 ton or tonnage of refrigeration. Okay, I hope you have got this. Okay. Look. This much heat removed by the refrigeration plant of the truck at the rate at which it is leaking into the truck from the atmosphere. So this is the capacity in kilowatt and this is the capacity in tonnage of refrigeration or ton, simply ton. Now let us discuss point number 3, that is power required to overcome the resistance. Now what happens actually when the truck is moving in the desert area and the desert air is flowing over the truck outer surface, it exerts a drag force, that is resistance force. So engine of the truck has to work to overcome this drag force in order to move in the forward direction. So the power is given by drag force into the velocity, mean free stream velocity of the ambient air flowing over the truck outer surface. Let us say this is equation number 1. In this equation, FD is given as average CF into half rho u infinity square into surface area over which the air is flowing. Also in this equation, bar CF is average coefficient of fraction, and it is given by the equation 0.072 over REL power 1 by 5, and it is for turbulent flow. It is not given in the data book. So you are supposed to remember this formula. For laminar flow, the value of average coefficient of friction is given in the data book, but for turbulent flow, you are supposed to remember. And let's say this is equation number 3. So combining equation 1, 2 and 3 will give me the equation of power as 0.072 REL power 1 by 5. This is the value of average friction coefficient into half rho u infinity square into surface area. Surface area of the truck will be twice into L into H plus twice into L into W, and finally the velocity u infinity. Now in this equation, let us put the values of all the terms. So 0.072 over Reynolds number is 5.89 into 10 to power 6 power 1 by 5 into 1 by 2. Density is 1.128 into 22.22 whole square, twice into length is 4.5 and height is 2 meter, plus twice into 4.5 into 3 meter, width is 3 meter. So this is the total surface area over which the air is flowing, and the velocity is 22.22 meter per second. So after solving this, the value of power comes out 887.22 watt. So 887.22 watt of power the engine of the refrigerated truck has to consume to overcome the resistance offered by the desert air. So this way you can solve this numerical.